Trump makes list of demands for China ahead of potential meeting with Xi. President Donald Trump on October 19th outlined top demands he has of China ahead of a potential meeting with Chinese Communist Party leader Xi Jinping, including soybean purchases and curbing fentanyl precursor exports. Trump will be traveling to South Korea for the APEC summit on October 29th. Beijing has yet to confirm Xi's attendance. Trump originally announced the meeting after a tower phone call with Xi on September 19th, but said there was no reason to do so after the CCP made an unprecedented and outsized move by announcing a massive restriction on rare earth exports. The Trump administration had responded with criticism and threats of increased tariffs and other measures, sending a message that Beijing had worsened its negotiating position with the move. Trump on October 19th pointed out China wants to lower its tariffs, again suggesting the Chinese regime is in a poorer negotiating position. They're paying an unbelievable amount of money to the United States, Trump told reporters on Air Force One. They probably can't pay that much, and I'm okay with that. We can lower that, but they have to do things for us, too. Tariffs that the administration announced in April have been paused to allow negotiations between the two countries. Otherwise, China would be paying a 157% tariff, according to Trump. China is currently paying 55% tariffs, which will go up to 155%, unless we make a deal, the president said at a press briefing on October 20th. He pointed out that it was the sum of multiple tariffs imposed for different reasons, including a 20% tariff based on Beijing's refusal to curb exports of fentanyl precursors. Trump said any reductions the Chinese regime seeks will have to be dependent on what they agree to. I want to help China, but they have to give us things too, Trump said on October 19th aboard Air Force One. China's going to buy soybeans. I want China to stop with the fentanyl. I don't want them to play the rare earth game with us. Trump had threatened additional 100% tariffs to begin on November 1st, which would go into effect right after his APEC trip, and export controls on critical software in response to Chinese rare earths export controls. Trump was confident China would resume soybean purchases. Otherwise, I'm not going to make a deal, he said. Our farmers have been boycotted by China as a negotiating point. I don't want that. Our farmers are great. China was the largest buyer of American soybeans, largely used for livestock feed, but made no purchases this year. Instead, it turned to Brazil and Argentina to fulfill its quota, and Trump has said he will bail out American soybean farmers with tariff revenue. On August 19th, the American Soybean Association wrote to Trump to say that China trade tensions were hurting the industry. Days later, a Chinese regime representative held a meeting with American soybean industry stakeholders in Washington and urged farmers to lobby for lowering tariffs on China, but did not pledge to make any purchases. Trump told reporters on October 19th that he wants China to purchase at least as many soybeans as it did before the boycott. The American Soybean Association had produced a report showing the United States' dependence on China to purchase soybeans. Because China imports 60% of the world's soybeans, other markets are unable to fill the gap. The second largest importer of American soybeans is the European Union, which buys less than a fifth of what China normally would. China's pivot to Brazil and Argentina has been years in the making. Its purchases of American soybeans plummeted in 2018 during the last trade war with the first Trump administration, and purchases have not hit record levels again. Meanwhile, Brazil drastically increased soybean production beginning in 2018 in response to increased Chinese purchasing. The U.S. Department of Agriculture estimates Brazil produced 42% more soybeans than the United States in market year 2024 to 2025. Argentina is currently the world's third largest producer, behind the United States.